good morning everyone. So today I'm going to talk about the present simple tense. One of the most important and commonly used tense in English. We use the present simple to describe facts, habits, routines, and things that are always or generally true. It is a basic tense, but it plays a very big role in everyday communication. Let's begin with how the present simple is formed. The structure of this tense is actually very easy. For the subjects I, you, we, and they, we use the base form of the word. For example, I work, you play, we study, they talk. However, for he, she, and it, we add s or es to the word. For example, he works, she drives, it rains a lot in April. This is a small change is important because it helps us identify the subject and keeps the sentence grammatically correct. Now let's talk about when we use the present simple tense. One of the main use is to describe things that happen regularly. These are routines, habit, and repeated action. For example, nurse look after patient in hospitals. This tells us about something that happen all the time. Another example is I usually go away at weekend. This show a habit or routine that happen again and again. We also use the present simple to talk about facts or general true things that are always true or scientifically correct. For example, the earth goes goes round the sun. This is permanent fact that does not change. Another example is weather freezes are at 0 degrees Celsius. These statements are true everywhere and all and at all times. Next, we use the present simple for permanent situation. These are situations that are not temporary. For example, my parents live in London. This is their permanent address, not something that changes from day to day. The present simple is also used for schedules and timetables. Even if the even is in the future, we still use the present simple if the schedule is fixed. For example, the cafe open at 7:30 in the morning. This event happens every day at the same time. Another example is the train left at 6 p.m. Even though it travels to the future, it is part of a fixed timetable, so present simple is correct. Now let's talk about question and negative sentence, which are also easy to form in the present simple. We use do or those for question. For example, do you come from Canada? Do they like football? For third person singular, we use those. Those he work here. Those right grow in cool climate. For negative sentence, we use don't or does not. For example, I don't drive very often. They don't eat breakfast at home. And for he, she, and it, he does not do anything to help. She does not speak Japanese. Another use of the present simple is to describe how often we do things, using adverbs such as always, usually, often, sometime, and never. For example, I get up at 6 o'clock every morning. This show a routine. Another example is Julie does not drink tea or very often. this describe frequency, how often or how rarely an action happen. Finally, the present simple is also used in certain expression where the action happen at the moment of speaking. Even those we use the simple tense this include phrases like I promise, I apologize, I suggest, I recommend. When we say this, the action is actually happening right now, but the grammar use the present simple. Before I end this presentation, let me summarize everything clearly. The present simple tense is used for facts, habit, and routines generated through schedule and tangible permanent situation, repeated action, frequency expression, certain speaking expression like I promise or I apologize. The present simple help us describe things that do not change quickly. It describes life as it normally is steady, regular, predictable, and stable. In conclusion, the present simple is one of the most essential tense in English. It allows us to express habit, routines, truth, and permanent facts in a clear and simple way, and permanent facts in a clear and simple way. Understanding how and when to use it helps us communicate more naturally and confidently. Thank you.